Detoxing can be very, very difficult, but I think that my method is probably the easiest way that I've ever tried to do it. So I'm going to share it with you. The first step is always to prep your gut. Your gut biome is messed up. And what I mean by that is you've got yeast in there you don't want, you've got bacteria in there you don't want, there's probably little pinholes in your lining of your colon leaking all sorts of nastiness into your abdominal cavity. But it's not just you, it's everybody who lives in the United States of America and eats the diet that we have been told to eat. However, that diet is full of high levels of salt, sugar, chemicals, and all kinds of nasty additives that we don't need in our system. So detoxing them out is the best step to a healthier life. When you want to start detoxing, you're going to first start with prepping your gut. That means you want to start slowly replenishing your gut biome, getting it healthy, getting it where it needs to be so that when you start your major detoxing, it's easier for your gut to flush out everything that you're going to be getting rid of. A lot of nutritionalists and doctors and diet coaches will tell you to start taking probiotics. Well, I'm here to tell you that's like constantly throwing a bunch of seeds into your garden. You know, that's not how you get things to grow. What you want to do is feed the seeds you already have planted. You already have bacteria in your gut that's there to digest. It has a job. What you need to do is feed it so that it can multiply. You're feeding the wrong bacteria when you're eating things like sugar because that causes candida to build rather than your healthy bacterias that help you digest meats and proteins and fats, vegetables and grains. So how do you feed this type of bacteria? One of my favorite and easiest ways to do this is every morning when you wake up, before you start eating breakfast or drinking coffee, whatever it is that you may be doing in the morning for your morning routine, eat 2 tablespoons of sauerkraut on an empty stomach. I know this sounds absolutely disgusting, and it is, but your stomach and gut love sauerkraut. That's going to prep your bacteria in your gut for everything you eat for the rest of the day. It's going to make everything you digest better because it's giving you prebiotics. Prebiotics are what feed your probiotics that you already have in your gut. Another simple thing that you can start doing to help your gut is eating more beans. You know the old adage, beans, the magical fruit, the more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel, so eat beans with every meal. Well, really, you should, because eating beans with every meal would be excellent for your gut biome. There's all kinds of fiber and natural healthy starches in a bean that help absorb bacteria that you don't want and get it out of your system. They help absorb metals, toxins, all kinds of nastiness, and it also helps feed the good bacteria in your gut that you want to multiply. Just doing these 2 things is enough to cause Herxheimer reactions in your body, especially if you haven't been healthy for a while. So I don't recommend going further than this for at least a couple weeks. But this will definitely help your gut biome multiply and flourish and become the garden of life that's going to fuel and feed your body and feed your brain and communicate with your brain better. And that's going to start your journey into detoxing and being healthier.
Eat your beans now, Cletus.